Hey guys, welcome back. Today it's all about wheel and fender fitment. So we'll start by mounting the tires on the rims and then we'll tackle the fender fitments. Stay tuned. So the first step today is to get the tires mounted. So I've got my tires in the back with the rims and I'm on my way to the tire shop. Just got back with the tires. The tire shop did a great job at mounting the tires. They left no grease residues on the sides and no scratches. They even told me they put black weights in the back because the gray ones didn't look so good. So yeah, that's all ready to go. Now the other things that we need are some spacers. Those are 20mm spacers from Torque Solution. They're forged aluminum, so that should be durable enough. And some quality titanium lug nuts. So here's a quick look at the current fitment. The car is not supported by the lift, so this is the normal ride height that you get from the BC coilovers straight out of the box. Of course you can adjust it, but also keep in mind these are the 22B fenders, so they're a bit higher than the OEM GC ones. So that's why it looks so high right now. But I'll go ahead and adjust that. Also, the kit is not as wide as the wheels right now. I did expect that, and I was planning on it. So now what I need to do is basically make all of this wide body kit even wider. I know that may sound crazy, but it's not. Nobody actually makes a kit that's wide enough for this car with this kind of rims. So I didn't have the option to buy that. The only options I had were 35mm or 60mm wide body kits. And that's already the 60mm. So that's the widest I could find. And according to my measurements, and I'll show you right now, I need about another 30mm added to that, so that's a total of 90mm, and that just doesn't exist right now, at least not in this style. But some people have attempted to make this kit wider and they've succeeded, so I'm going to do the same thing and just widen this thing myself and try and make it fit the best I can. But before we get to the kit, let's go ahead and lower the car, because if I'm going to build custom fenders, I need to know where the wheel will be. So I thought I'd stop there and show you guys quick what I'm doing, because this is not how you want to do it. So I've just undone this collar and I'm rotating the spring down, basically taking all of the tension off of my spring and allowing the suspension to travel further up. But that is the wrong way to lower your car. I just don't care about it right now. It would take a lot more time to do it the right way. But the way you're actually supposed to do it is undoing this bottom collar and then rotating the entire bottom assembly up and down the threads here to adjust your ride height. I'm just messing with the spring up there, and that is wrong. But right now I didn't have any setup, so I don't care about it. I'm going to redo all of this in time. But yeah, I just want to get this out there because many people do it this way, and that is just wrong. All right, let's try this again. Right there. Boys, that's as low as she goes right now. So looking at the fender, it's touching the tire right there, and there's a little more room in the back. But if we look at the rest of the car, it's still sitting really high off the ground. And if I put my hand under, I'd say that's about 1.5 to 2 fists off the ground, which is still too high. My goal would be about 1 fist. I think that would look the best. But obviously it won't go any further down right now. So hopefully by now you understand why these fenders need so much work and customization, not only in the width, because it definitely needs it right there, but also in the height. And if you look at the WRC kits compared to this 22B kit, they're cut much higher here, which allows the wheel to travel a lot more. So that means I can definitely go ahead and cut a few centimeters off of there, modify the rest of the door, and that should be all good for this setup. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Sorry if it's a bit short, but I'd rather cut this one early and start hacking into the fenders next time. I think that makes more sense than trying to do it all over 3 or 4 videos. So I know it doesn't seem like we've done a lot today, but look at the car. We still got the wheels on there, dropped it, and figured out the best fitment. So I know it doesn't seem like it's moving very fast, but these things require a lot of thinking, especially when you're cutting a $3,000 body kit. So I got to think a lot today, see what the fitment is, and in my mind, the build moved quite a bit today, so it's not wasted time. So I'm sorry if the videos go a bit slower, but these things require a lot of time, and if you want to do things right, you need to invest the time, so that's what I'm doing. But next video, we'll be attacking the fenders, and I hope you guys stay tuned for that. If you want to, please subscribe, don't miss it, and drop a like if you liked it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.